Hello everybody, Hunter Bakes here, back with the review. Everybody, I'm here with another review for Halloween So Short with everybody. Everybody, for today's everybody, we're going to be diving right back into the world of Mortal Kombat, everybody. As y'all may remember last year, I reviewed the live-action adaptation of Mortal Kombat, everybody. This year, everybody, we're going to be jumping to the world of animation, everybody. And for this year's Halloween So Short with everybody, I'll be taking a look at the recent animation adaptations, everybody, for Mortal Kombat with the straight-to-video series Mortal Kombat Legends. Starting out with the first film in this iteration of Mortal Kombat, that means Scorpion's Revenge. Everybody, I remember seeing trailers for Scorpion's Revenge back in the day there. It looked very promising there. I was looking forward to seeing it here. I do remember the movie having been a pretty good reception to it there, when some people call it one of arguably the strongest Mortal Kombat film we got so far. So this is definitely one movie I was looking forward to seeing for Halloween So Short with everybody. First, I had a chance to watch a movie, everybody. Right here to do my review feel. So, without further ado, let's go get right to it, everybody. As usual, be over a plot summary, pros and cons, and overall thoughts for Nation 1. First off, plot summary 1. Hey, apologies in advance for any hiccups, everybody. I'll try to keep things under control here. But anyway, first off, plot summary 1. Movie starts out with us focusing on Hanzo and Sashi, spending some time with his son there, Satoshi. And the two of them see a battle between Fire Ants and Scorpion there. And Hanzo ended up telling his son, Satoshi, about why the Scorpion's feared as a feared animal there. And it's because it's his will to fight. So, after seeing the end of that fight there, Satoshi and Hanzo ended up going back to the Shiraryu village. But they seemed pretty quiet there. Then they end up getting ambushed by the Lin Kuei, rival ninja clan there. Hunter ends up fighting them off there while trying to protect his son. Ends up going a fit of rage after seeing his wife has been killed there. He was doing well for a good while until Sub-Zero got hold of his son Satoshi. Hanzo tried fighting back but got stopped by frozen ice there. And then his son Satoshi got killed right in front of him. Then Sub-Zero went then finished job by taking down Hanzo there. Before that, Hanzo swore revenge on Sub-Zero. Eventually, we get to see Hanzo again in the Nether Realm. He has to fight off different creatures in there until he encounters the ruler of the Nether Realm, Quan Chi. And him and Quan Chi have to get a deal there, where if Hanzo has a fighting for him in the Mortal Kombat tournament, and retrieve an amulet there that will resurrect Quan Chi's master, the Mad God Shinnok. Then Hanzo will be reunited with his family. So Hanzo ends up getting reincarnated as the undead warrior Scorpion. And speaking of Mortal Kombat, everybody, that is the other major focus, everybody, as Raiden, Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage. Emerge the Earth Realm, the tournament there, where the ultimate goal is to try to make sure they come out on top. As this is a 10th Mortal Kombat tournament there, and per the rules there, you have to win the World has to win 10 Mortal Kombat tournaments in a row in order to take over a realm there. And they won the past 9 out of 10 there, so if they win this one here, the Outworld will be able to invade Earth Realm. That's pretty much the plot summary by for Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion by Scorpion's Revenge by. Now on to the pros and cons one. So after seeing Scorpion's Revenge by, what are my overall thoughts on it there? Anyway, not gonna lie, I had a pretty fun time watching Scorpion's Revenge by. I will say, everybody, out of all the Mortal Kombat films I have reviewed, everybody, this is probably the strongest adaptation of Mortal Kombat it brought to movie for there. Now, granted, it's not perfect, everybody. There are some issues I will bring up there, but still very enjoyable film there. Of course, everybody, in terms of animation, everybody, animations are very well there. Warner Bros. Animation used to do a pretty good job in terms of animation with their straight-to-video films there, and Mortal Kombat Legends was section there. Their animation done very well there. With, of course, the action scenes be the highlight there. Very fast-paced and brutal looking there. And speaking of action scenes, everybody, they can get pretty brutal to film everybody. There's a good amount of action within Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge, everybody. And I'm not gonna lie, this movie does give the 2021 iteration of Mortal Kombat a run for its money of how brutal the fight scenes can get. So, this movie does take an extra step there. By displaying the X-ray attacks, the X-ray damage everybody, inside the body there, whatnot. That's some of the recent Mortal Kombat days have done there. So, I like a little extra, flair to brutality everybody. So yeah. And for everybody, in terms of the overall story characters, everybody, the characters themselves, everybody, I really enjoy the cast of characters for the most part there, with different characters ranging from being pretty entertaining, like Johnny Cage there, to characters being relatively well developed there, like Scorpion. Which Phil did a pretty good job with developing his character there, but also getting invested with his storyline and whatnot there, so yeah. That is pretty much it for the pros, everybody, out to some of the cons, everybody. Now, first, everybody, I really do enjoy the cast of characters, everybody. This is definitely a movie that's more of a character-driven movie, everybody, rather than story, everybody, as the overall story itself is pretty simple there, with it being a retelling of the beginning of the Mortal Kombat tournament there. Although, a little bit of, perception for Scorpion's side there, as, Scorpion is the main character, main focus of the film there. But aside from Scorpion, everybody, and a little bit of focus on Mortal Kombat tournament, everybody, the film doesn't do anything spectacular with the storytelling aspects there. It's pretty simple there. We see a little bit of development with your Scorpion, or somewhat of mostly Scorpion, but also sometimes with another character there. Then we move on to another action scene there, and that's pretty much what you get, everybody. Maybe everybody, we don't get a whole lot of time to develop the characters, everybody. While they're very entertaining there, don't get a whole lot of time to develop all the characters there, as the film is very fast paced there, only being an hour and 20 minutes long. And like I said, this is definitely one of those movies that's more driven by the characters there and the action scenes there, rather than like the grand overall storytelling there. So for people that were expecting an overall grand story for Mortal Kombat, everybody, then y'all might be a little disappointed there with Scorpion's Revenge in that department. Speaking of characters, everybody, while I do enjoy most of the characters, everybody, there were some characters that felt a little flat there, where probably the biggest one being Shang Tsung, or this version of Shang Tsung, everybody, is pretty on par with his iteration in the 2021 movie, everybody, where he doesn't really do much there, just a host. He just sits around there, lets his minions do the fighting there. Shang Tsung doesn't necessarily get involved himself. Although we do at least get the Mortal Kombat tournament actually happen in this movie there, compared to the 2020 movie, where it technically never happened in the first place, so yeah. But everybody, for Shang Tsung fans, y'all might be a little disappointed with this version here. Like I say, he's about on par with the 2021 movie there. I still do consider the 1995 version, Mortal Kombat movie, the strongest movie adaptation of Shang Tsung we got so far there. My other criticism with Scorpion's Revenge, everybody, while the stuff with Scorpion was very enjoyable, everyone, it does leave you wondering what roles Scorpion will be having going forward there, as the movie does go through a lot of, the storytelling aspects there, the conflict Scorpion goes through in the games there, one film there. We see how he lost his family in the beginning there, then we see him go after Sub-Zero, and it's a killing Sub-Zero there, but he has to dive on top of Spike with Sub-Zero there. So then Quan Chi, assuming Scorpion's going to be dead, Quan Chi ends up revealing that he was the one who got the attack for the Lin Kuei, convinced Lin Kuei to attack the Shirai Ryu there, by disguising himself as Sub-Zero there. Then we eventually had the big fight with Scorpion and Quan Chi there, and Scorpion ends up killing Quan Chi, so aside from, the second Scorpion, everybody, for those who aren't too familiar with the games, everybody, Bi-Han He's the first Sub-Zero in the Mortal Kombat games, everybody. He's the older brother there. And that's the version of Sub-Zero that Scorpion ends up killing there. But Bihad's younger brother ends up taking up the mantle there and decides to go after Scorpion to avenge his brother. So, and later games there, so that, so, for people who aren't too familiar with the lore of Mortal Kombat there, so, but aside from that, everybody, I really can't think of much else there for, I know it's probably going to be kind of like a weird criticism, everybody, but, like I said, what they do, the movie does go through a lot of the major stuff that Scorpion goes through there in the games there, the one film, or aside from, Sub-Zero's younger brother go after Scorpion there, I really can't think of, really do wonder what, roles that Scorpion will have going forward in the Legends series there. I am aware that he does appear in the other films there, so he does survive here the events of the first film there, so I guess I'll have to wait and see as I keep checking out the films, everybody. But it just felt like it was a little weird that they just have put a lot of the major things Scorpion goes through in one film there, so yeah. Yeah, part of me understands it there, so, it's always going to be focused there, but I felt like they may have thrown too many things in one film there, so yeah. That's pretty much it, everybody, for the pros and cons, everybody, down to my overall thoughts, everybody. So overall, everybody, well, I had a pretty fun time watching sort of enjoy, everybody, it doesn't do anything grand storyteller, everybody. Oh, sorry about that, birthday again. But anyways, doesn't do anything great in terms of the storytelling aspect, everybody. Yeah, it's pretty simple there, simple retelling there for the beginning events of World Cup, everyone. But aside from that, it is a pretty fun movie there. Enjoyable cast of characters there, and a good amount of action scenes there. And for a film that was, maybe have Scorpion the main focus, everybody, I thought they did a pretty good job for the most part there. Although I do wonder what Israel will be in the future films there. But I still have pretty fun time, everybody. So, for my overall recommendation, everybody, I am going to be giving it a watch it rating there. But I do understand why some people might not enjoy Scorpion's Revenge, everybody. As for those who might be excited, like a grand storytelling aspect of the film, everybody, all might be a little disappointed, everybody. Pretty simple for the storytelling aspects, everybody. But aside from that, just about everything else the movie does, it does a very good job at it there. Charlie gets characters, and a lot of action scenes there. So, I think for the most part, Mortal Kombat fans have a pretty fun time watching it there. So, yeah. Whatever the previous write things up for this year, everybody. Next time, everybody, I will continue my look through the Mortal Kombat Legends series, everybody. As I will be taking a look at the sequel, everybody, the second film of the franchise, everybody, that being Battle of the Realms. But until everyone, I'll write except for now. You always saw here, make sure you like the like button, new channel, subscribe, notification icon, some uploads. I'll see you next time. Till the start, make out. Peace.